Hello and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another brand new movie review where yes it's been a while since I've reviewed the first movie of this. I believe I reviewed it last year when I was still scripting my reviews for Kung Fu Panda, and I've made it well known that I love the Kung Fu Panda movie series. I honestly think that it well eclipse that of Shrek. I feel the Kung Fu Panda story from both the first, second, and third movie is far better than what Shrek has in both of in all four of its movies and soon to be five. And then of course Kung Fu Panda. Yes, it has TV shows that I'm not too sure if they're within the same universe. I know Jack Black has voiced some of them, and as well, we are getting a fourth one uh, soon, I hope. And yeah, I've been meaning to get back and rewatch Kung Fu Panda 2 because I've actually only really watched it the once, and I definitely think it's my favorite. It's, for the hour and a half that it is, it's pretty quick. I remember thinking that as I was watching, it's like, wow, things are progressing a lot faster than I remembered on first watch. We get the beginning goof around, with the Dragon Warrior and the Furies Five, and then that revolves them going to, because these wolves are attacking this village, stealing their metals. So the Dragon Warrior and the Furies Five go there, they stop it, and then one of the guys has this symbol on his armor that gives Poe some flashbacks, and that's the main jux to this movie because at the beginning of the movie it tells us what this story is going to be about. There's this person named Shen who, if memory serves correct, is voiced by Gary Oldman, who's a peacock, and he was told that if he went continued on a particular path, it would end in his defeat by a warrior of black and white, being of course pandas. So then we relearn why at this time until the third one comes out that there's not really many pandas running around. That's because Shin went and murdered them all. He went to their village and killed them. And Poe is starting to have flashbacks to his mother saving him by putting him into this radish crate, which then obviously ends up where he's at and where he needs to be in order to become the Dragon Warrior. Um, and then as things go, we they eventually go to this place. Poe and Shen have a confrontation, some fights. He lets Shen go because again, he's still traumatized by by these memories that he's gone out of his way to forget. And then, of course, after that, he goes to after he tells the Furious Five what happened, and they're like, okay, well, you need to stay here. We'll go deal with Shen. They do that. Turns out, Poe, being Poe, doesn't listen, and so he goes off as well. And then there's another battle, and Shen uses one of his weapons on Poe, which greatly hurts him, and then he turns up at the soothsayer, who's voiced by Michelle Yeoh, and she's of course pretty good in this movie, and she heals him up, and the big thing is for Poe to try and find inner peace, because Master Shifu shows him one of the last things that Oogway taught him, which was inner peace. And so, through allowing himself to fully accept these memories and allow him to feel it, he gets inner peace. And there's a quote from this web series that I find that fits this movie pretty well. It's from the web series Red versus Blue in the last episode of season 10. And the quote goes, your past doesn't define who you are. It just gives you the starting point for who you're going to be. And that's exactly what it's like for Poe in this movie. He's been hiding from his past for so long. He's blocked out all of these memories, of his parents, of his time in the village, and then of the village being attacked. And when he allows himself to feel that, to feel these emotions, to not hide from these memories anymore, he's not letting his past define himself. He's allowing it to be the starting point for who he as the dragon warrior is going to be, and that is the one to defeat Shen. And that does happen. And all of this happens in like an hour and a half. And I love the animation and the art style to this movie. There's times during the final climactic battle that I was looking at it, and the detailing on the fur I fucking love. It just looked really, really good. I was like, hang on, am I sure I'm watching this on a Blu-ray and not 4K? Because that's how really gorgeous this film looked. And I love that whenever Poe has been having, the dreams of his past with his mother, and that it changes into a completely different art style. And the art style just works. It works really, really good. That's what I love about this movie, is the fact that it doesn't just stick to one art style, Whenever they're telling stories and other stuff, usually they'll end up changing up the art style, and it fits perfectly. So yeah, I definitely will say that after my rewatch of Kung Fu Panda 2, that the Kung Fu Panda series as a whole is far superior than Shrek, and I will gladly die on that hill. So there you guys go. That has been my review for Kung Fu Panda. Let me know what you thought of the movie in the comments down below, and I will see you all for the next movie review. Or is it a movie review? Let me go check. Yes, the next review is a Tales from My Backlog. So I'll see you then.